Good morning, everyone. It is the end of their third week in self-quarantine or social distancing. Man, what a crazy fast time that has been. This is Friday. The thing that I think might be happening inside your guys' houses is there's some Devo fatigue. And if that is true, where you guys are slowing down, it's the weekend. Maybe you didn't even know it was Friday. And so instead of doing a normal devotional, I want to give you guys some tips on how to have a daily Devo time and make it a habit. Number one, decide on a time and place. Critical is finding your time during the day, making sure that you get the time that you need in a time that you're not going to be taken away or distracted by things that you know are actually going to be involved in that normal time slot. So like dinner time, probably not the best. Try and find your good time and find a good place where you can get away or that encourages you to jump further into your Devos. Next would be time frame and structure. Give yourself a good time frame to do it in, whether that be 5 minutes even, or 10 minutes, 20 minutes, or a full hour. We just need to sit down and we need to jump in and give yourself an intentional time frame. Write down your plan, get it in your head if you need to, but just say, this is what we're doing. I'm gonna read, we're gonna pray, we're gonna do this. Next is choose a Bible reading plan, and I've also got you guys hooked up. But check this out. You already know what I'm gonna point to. We got it on YouVersion. Have you read it? Have you jumped into your daily Devos? Use the reading plan there. If that's not working for you though, find another reading plan on YouVersion and just do that by yourself. The ones that I've chosen with us as a group are very small, just to kind of help encourage you guys to get into it. But if you need something with a little more meat, you go hunt it down. Next is spending time in prayer. We don't pray enough. Actually, one of the things that I do probably more than reading the word is prayer. Just because I'm driving and I have a lot of extra time going from work, I start conversations with God while I'm in the car. Because I'm by myself, that is like a set aside time for me where there is no distractions, there's nobody that can interrupt me. So take some time. Obviously you guys are not driving, you're stuck at home, but find some good time to pray and trust in God. Ask him some good deep questions that you have on your mind that you need answered. Next would be spending time in worship. So as you guys are at home, you may think that you don't want to just belt it out with song. There's different ways that we can incorporate worship into our Devo time. I listen to worship music. Sometimes I listen to music that has no words at all, which encourages me to just write down what I have to say to God. What am I thankful for? What do I want to say to him? And use my own words, and so I'll write those down in a journal. And then sometimes I sing hard, not when Beth's around because I feel awkward about it. That's the one thing you guys got to figure out your rhythm. How are you guys going to worship God when you're all by yourself? There's some tips. Journaling. You can listen. And then journaling. We've been talking about journaling already. If you have found a journal, invest in a good journal. Can just use a normal school-bound book. Journaling is extremely important. It helps your mind kind of write down everything that you've learned. And then as you're writing, maybe you're like me, you're a verbal processor, it starts to come out further and further and further. You start to realize more of the word that you're digesting as you're writing it down. Number 9, commit. Commit to a plan. Commit to what you have set forward. For example, commit to doing your Devos every day for 21 days. By then, it's already become a habit. And hopefully you carry on from day 21 and go to day 22 all the way day 471. fun. Another one I want to encourage you guys with is to be creative in your devotional time. I sometimes just need to draw. Sometimes I just need to break and just process that idea, and so I draw and I doodle, and just because sometimes I don't have words to write yet, and so there's no pressure, and so I just take time to sit on it in here and I doodle. But be creative. Do you need to listen to music while you journal or while you read the Word of God? I do actually. I used to have to do that all the time. And I would put on music and then I would read my Bible, and it just helped me focus on what I was doing, and all the distractions around me just kind of disappeared. Just remember, this is a relationship with God. You are talking to a person. You are seeking counsel from a person. You believe that this is a guy that he's going to talk back to you, and he does talk. And so just remember, this is a relationship. Get to know God. Read the Word as if you are hunting down his desires for you in this relationship, that you would be hunting down his character. And then lastly, one tip that I just want to give you guys is be flexible. And what I mean by that is not every day change it up. But what I'm saying by be flexible is if you're doing your plan and you're in day 25 or something and it's just not working, it's okay. Drop the plan. Get into a different, take a break it up, put in Psalms, put in Proverbs in the middle. Read James, read Hebrews, or go into Colossians. Just some really good stuff in there. These are some tips that you guys can have for increasing your devotional life, and I hope that they help you. I hope that this helps you to deepen your time with God, to get into a daily rhythm with him. We'll see you guys next week, because there's no daily devotions on the weekend, because I need a break.